7 crucial eating habits to build muscle fast. There's no need to abandon all of your favorite foods to get in shape. Follow these 10 simple nutrition and supplement guidelines to build muscle faster. The more serious you are about your nutrition, the more serious your gains will be. In fact, if you combine the literature on weightlifting, you'd quickly learn that relatively little research has been done on training techniques for boosting muscle mass and strength, compared to the tons of studies on the effects of nutrition and dietary supplements. But since you don't have time to do all the combing yourself, we boiled it down to 7 basic nutrition and supplement rules that every beginner should learn now and maintain indefinitely. Focus on protein. Consume at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight on a daily basis. Protein provides the amino acids that are used as the building blocks of muscle protein. Although the recommended daily allowance for protein is set at less than half a gram per pound of body weight for the typical person, research shows that athletes, especially those concerned with muscle mass and strength, need roughly double that amount. Beginners should actually try to get in about 1.5 grams of protein per pound of body weight per day for the first 6 months of working out, since this is when your muscles will respond the most rapidly to training. For the 180-pounder, this means 270 grams of protein per day at the outset and a bare minimum of 180 grams daily thereafter. Your protein choices should come mainly from lean animal proteins such as chicken, turkey, beef, fish, eggs, and dairy. These are the most complete protein sources, meaning they provide your body with every essential amino acid, defined as those your body cannot manufacture on its own. Carb Up. Eat about 2 to 3 grams of carbohydrates per pound of body weight each day. Protein is the most critical macronutrient for muscle growth, with carbohydrates as a close second. Carbs are stored in your muscles as glycogen, and both keep your muscles full and large and fuel them during workouts. To gain mass, the 180-pound beginner will need 360 to 540 grams of carbs daily. For most meals, stick with slow-digesting carb sources such as whole grains, oatmeal, sweet potatoes, beans, fruit, and vegetables. Don't avoid fat. About 20 to 30% of your total daily calories should come from fat. And unlike the sedentary general population who are advised to eliminate their saturated fat intake, 5 to 10% of your fat calories should be saturated, because higher fat diets, particularly those higher in monounsaturated and saturated fats, appear to maintain testosterone levels better than low-fat diets. Maintaining optimal levels of testosterone, don't forget, is paramount for building muscle mass and strength and for avoiding fat gain. Choose red meats such as steak and ground beef for your saturated fats. These also provide quality protein. Avocados, mixed nuts, olive oil, olives, and peanut butter for monounsaturated fats, and fatty fish like salmon, trout, and catfish, flaxseed oil, and walnuts as good sources of essential omega-3 polyunsaturated fats. Calories count. To build muscle, consume 20 calories per pound of body weight per day. You must stay in a positive calorie balance, taking in more calories than you burn, to gain quality mass. If you burn more calories than you consume, a negative balance, your body will go into conservation mode and won't support new muscle growth. Eat frequently. Eat a meal that contains quality proteins and carbs every 2 to 3 hours to ensure a steady supply of energy and amino acids for muscle growth all day long, helping you gain mass and stay lean. The key is to keep every meal approximately the same size. If you pig out with a 1,200-calorie lunch, you'll be less likely to eat 2 to 3 hours later and liable to gain the wrong kind of weight, since calories in excess of what the body can process at a given time are often stored as body fat. Aim for at least 6 meals per day and shoot for 8, which for the 180-pound guy would consist of 500 to 600 calories per meal. Shake it up. Pre and post workout, get in at least 20 grams of protein in convenient shake form. Protein shakes are considered supplements, but we like to think of them as important meals to be consumed at critical times during the day. While your diet should consist mostly of unprocessed whole foods, at times a protein shake is a much better option. An example is 30 minutes immediately before your workout to prepare your muscles for the ensuing training session, as well as to get a head start on the muscle recovery process. Drink a shake with 20 grams of either whey protein or a mix of whey and casein, along with 40 grams or so of a slower digesting carbohydrate. Then, in the 60-minute window immediately post-workout, down another 20 to 40 grams of liquid protein, mix in water for convenience, and 60 to 100 grams of faster digesting carbs. Eat the right carbs at the right time. Eat a slow carb 30 minutes pre-workout and mainly fast carbs post-workout. You should select slower burning carbs for most meals, including before you train. Research shows that when athletes eat slower digesting carbs, they not only have more energy and less fatigue during exercise, but they burn more fat while training and experience less hunger throughout the day. Good slow carb choices include fruit, whole grain bread, and oatmeal. Post-workout, choose fast digesting carbs such as white bread, a plain bagel or baked potato, or a sports drink like Gatorade, Powerade, etc. This will spike levels of the anabolic hormone insulin, which drives the carbs you eat into muscle cells, where they'll be stored as glycogen to be used for your next workout. Insulin also helps amino acids get into the muscle cells to build muscle protein. It's critical to delivering creatine to the muscles and increases muscle protein synthesis, one of the major processes by which muscle fibers grow. Normally, you want to keep insulin levels in check for a variety of health reasons, but immediately following a hard training session is one time when an insulin spike is desirable.